Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to make a gorgeous Anna Griffin card, and we're going to use pocket embellishment die cuts to make what I think is just such a pretty card with a great stamping technique. Everything I do use I shall put in a detailed list on my blog, so please check it out. You can always comment on my blog, or you can comment on Facebook and I can get back to you, but I can't get back to you on YouTube. And if you ever feel like sharing any of my videos, please do so. I don't say that enough, and I should do. So, the card base that we're going to use is my favourite. It's a 7x5 inch card. This is how it looks on the cardometer. There we go, to give you a perspective at home. The largest on our cardometer is the A4, then we go down to the A5, or for my friends across the pond that's the A3, which is the A4 folded in half. The next size down is our size, and that's our 7x5 inch. I always find it such a pleasure to work with a 7x5 inch because it's not too big, it's not too small, it's not over daunting if you're a beginner, and there's enough area if you're more advanced as well. So you've just seen me use a bone folder to make that crease nice and sharp. And we're going to do the inside first of our card. Now, for our base layer, this is where our stamping technique has come in. I've used Anna's Sentiment die and stamp set, and I've used the word congratulations, and I've stamped it. I stamped it at the bottom in the centre first, and then I stamped it to the right of it as I look at it, and then to the left of it as I look at it. And then I stamped it at the top, again to the right, to the left, and then I turned it on its side and stamped again. And then I've inked it with the same colour that I stamped it with, just to kind of blend it in a little bit. And that is such a simple technique that works with your word stamps if they're just one word, and it would work around the edge of anything. So if you've got word stamps in your stash, you could try that, because all it is positioning the first one through the centre and then work outwards. So I'm using flat tape to add that to the centre of our card, like that. There we go. And then I've taken one of the pocket embellishment die cuts and a stamped sentiment that I've die cut, again from the same collection, and I've taken it through the Xyron machine to be able to get adhesive on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel the flower away from the carrier sheet, the adhesive sheet, and I'm just going to add that to one side of our layer, and then I'm going to peel off the sentiment, and I'm going to add that just, I think, slightly under the flower, like that, and press that down. There we go. Now we can turn our attention to the front of the card. I'm going to use my bone folder again, just to make sure that crease is nice and sharp. And my base layer is one of Anna's metallic layers, and this is in the cerise. Now, I could have been economical with it and taken the centre away, but I haven't done. I'm sorry, I'm going to cough. I've got a little tickle in my throat because I've been chattering so much. Oh, there we go. Sorry, nice cup of tea. There we go. So our base layer is our metallic layer. And I've got double-sided tape on the back of this, so I'm simply going to position this through the centre of the front of our card. There we go. And try and get that straight. Oh dear me. So our next layer is very similar to the one that's inside the card, and I've stamped it again around the edge. Congratulations, all the way around. I've got flat tape on the back of it, and I can peel the back of the tape away and then put that through the centre of our previous layer. Next, I've taken from the Pocket Embellishment Die Cuts kit the gorgeous floral, and I've inked it just around the edge with a little bit of contrasting ink. So I've used a lilac ink this time. I've got flat tape on the back of this, and I can position that through the centre of our stamping, and you see how that fits perfectly. It's as if I'd planned it. There we go. That worked out very well for it to sit there nice and neatly like that. So next I've taken a lilac from the Pocket Embellishment kit, and I've got 3D foam on the back of it, and I'm just going to position this to the side of the card. Now it hangs over the edge, so I'm just going to trim that a little bit. There we go. So it sits against the edge of the card. Next, the roses that we've used for the inside, if you remember those, there we go. I've got the roses on 3D foam that I'm going to position at just over the top of the lilac. And then, now I'm going to say this is a camellia, so don't shout at me if I'm wrong. So we're going to add the camellia to the other side, like so. And then I've got a happy anniversary sentiment on 3D foam, and I've just inked it slightly, and I'm going to just position that roughly about there, I think. And then a little pink bow to finish it off. Now I could add the bow under the sentiment, or I could add it at the side of the roses. I could add it about here. I am going to go with here because I think it looks quite pretty there, actually. And that finishes our card off perfectly. And it's just something very quick and easy. A good stamping technique for your background. It just looks so pretty, doesn't it? Oh, they all do. I could never pick one, you know, that would be my favourite. It's nice, it stands up nicely. Now we've got a few layers of decoupage there, but not too high because I've not used great thick foam. So it would still go in a normal envelope and you wouldn't need any special padding. Such a pretty card, and nice and quick card as well. I do hope you enjoy watching my videos. Please share, you know, or if you've ever got any questions or comments, please feel free on my blog or Facebook, not YouTube. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.